Well, hello everyone. It's Friday. Feels like it's been forever since we've done a live. What can I say? Friday night markets interfere. Hi Nick. Hi Nancy and Nancy. And hi Lisa. Hi Carla. So, hi Misty. I got to have fun for a few days, so now I'm working on the old bread and butter items again. So Nancy, you have a bad storm in North Carolina, and the other Nancy got to see some sunshine in Tennessee. We've had both today. Sunshine, then some rain, then some sunshine, then some rain. Hi Nadine, hi Andrea, hi Jill, Laura. So yeah, we've hit our rainy season now. So I'm sure that I'm going to get to experience my first rain event this summer. Not that I want to, but I am pretty sure it's going to happen. Hi, Mary Jo, Barbara, Rose, Diane, Joan from Spain. What time is it in Spain? Hi, Karen. I got some right here. Whoops. Hi, third Nancy, Andrea. Oh, I'd take them with me each time. I've only used them once, though. And it wasn't because of rain. It was because the person next to me had a generator that smelled really bad, and it helped to block the smell, the smoke from coming in. Hi, Spring Chick Knot, Margaret, Sandy. So yeah, no, I'll have my sides with me, and hopefully it doesn't happen, but I'm sure it's going to. Heather, you accomplished nothing today? Oh, nothing much. 2 bunny arms. Hey, it's better than no bunny arms. Hi, Dee, Desiree, Lorraine, hello. And I can't remember, did I say hello to Nick? If I didn't, hi, Nick. Hi, Mary. You had a nap? I didn't. I did not. Why did you have to babysit the printer? Just give it a good spanking. Put it in timeout. Oh, you like the extra attention? Hi, Fuzzy Butt. And Rita. The filament kept getting stuck. I'm glad I don't have to mess with stuff like that. Hi, Tina. Okay, so I'm off. Already messed up. I got off my 24-hour shift at 8 this morning and took your husband to his doctor appointment. Now you're making chicks all from Jade's pattern. I'm not sure what that one is. I actually used one of All From Jade's patterns today that I haven't done in a while. I made a couple of her turtles. And boy, do they turn out a really nice size. And I'm off again. Do they turn out a really nice size with the chenille brights? Let me count this previous round. That would be because I don't have enough stitches in the previous round. Now we can try it again. But yeah, the turtles, her Tiana, I think it is, the sea turtle, turns out a nice size with the chenille brights. Hi, Lisa. Fluffy Flex. What do you think of that Fluffy Flex yarn? Hi, Nathalie. Oh, you don't like Fluffy Flex? Hi, Crystal. How can I be off again? So much for getting turtle flippers done. You made one little blueberry today? I find it a little stiff to work with. I mean, it's not awful. I've worked with worse, but I do find it a little stiff. Nope. Hi, Marcia. Let's see if I have 18 stitches now. Oh, where are you going tomorrow, Heather? Is that good one? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So now I have 19. Oh my gosh. I'm just taking one out. Otherwise, I'll never get one flipper made. Hi, Catherine. Florin. Do you know, Heather, do you know your way there now? You feel comfortable driving that route? So you made a doll shoe last night and made the second one today. Had to take last night's apart. Oh yeah, definitely. See, look at this. I got a knot. Oh good, it wasn't a broken knot. Okay. Hi Sandra. Hi Cheesy Weezy. You're crocheting with the furl hooks and have found that my wrists don't hurt. Have you ever tried? I have a 7mm furls and I use it every now and then. It just depends on what I'm making. But I find them very heavy. One flipper. So did you like making the mouse pattern, Cheesy Weezy? You've been making pocket dragons. Slugs are everywhere here. I didn't see them in Iowa, but heard they were around. And keep the slugs. It was, maybe. These stitches are hard to count, or this yarn's hard to count the stitches with. See, I like making the mouse too. Is it your furls? Is it a, hi Libby, is it the really heavy looking, like it looks like it's stainless steel or something? Mine's very heavy. I can't remember which line it was. Lobsters and crabs might be popular in other places. Well, I made that lobster that Heather likes to make, and I did it in 2 different shades of red. And the one that I did not like is the one that did not sell, but the darker red did. So... yeah, my girl mouse has a yellow dress too, Lorraine. Crafty Sue is in the house. How you doing? Not Julissa, did I say that right? How are you? And I don't think I said hello to Barbara or Ellen. And if I missed anybody else, hello. So how many people went and bought that Laboo pattern from Plushy Co? Sue, I actually have a little bit of a headache today. Brenda is packing for her market tomorrow, maybe on later. Okay. Nancy, you got it? Heather, it's not a people. Your furls are resin and are light to hold, but the barrel is nice. Yes, I do like the shape of the barrel, but mine's like metal and it's really heavy. You have 3 Laboo patterns? See, the ones that I saw, I forget, 2 different people mentioned it in my comments that I should try Laboo. I'm like, I don't even know what a Laboo is. So I looked it up, And the ones that I saw were all like for acrylic. And I was like, wow, those will be really big. So then I saw on Instagram that Plushico was doing their release on the 27th. And I was like, I can wait till the 27th. And then my computer was down, so I had to wait till the 28th. So that was not fun. Laboo is... What is Laboo? It's kind of like a cute, creepy monster that has 9 teeth and really big eyes. It's over there in a tote. Creature in a bunny suit. Pretty much, yeah. What are you talking about, Mary? Four, 5, and 6. You're freehanding a Laboo? Okay. I don't think it has a TV show. When I tried to find out information on it, it was some like really famous artists, their little drawing, and then some famous people like a K-pop star, and someone else had some clip to their bags and that made it take off. So I don't really know what the story is behind that one. Heather. Did you like the basics? I've been liking it a lot. I've been using it a lot lately. But the thing that I noticed when I was looking up those Laboo, Laboo is actually the name of one of the characters, but they just call them Laboo dolls. But they're small, you know, like real small. So I'm not going to do all that work for a little itty bitty one that then nobody's going to like pay for it. So I used the chenille basics, and I think it came out a nice size. Laboo is an elfish creature, a character inspired by Nordic mythology. Yep, I read that. Designed by Hong Kong artist Kei Sing Lung. Yep, that's about what I found out about it. You liked it? Yeah, I'm supposed to be getting a delivery today, but I don't think it's going to make it. I think they lied. Not a huge FedEx fan. Let's see. They are creepy and cute all in one. Yes, they are. John said it was ugly. Let's see. What pattern are you planning to use for your... Huh? Oh, you're talking to somebody else. Never mind. Sorry. Being nosy. Did I miss something here? You came in on the Laboo talks, yeah. Well, apparently, if it's a fake Laboo, it is a Lafufu. So, I don't know if that means anything or not. See, I still haven't looked for the tie-dye, and I just went and placed 2 orders on the site, and I did not even look at the tie-dye. it wasn't in with the regular stuff, so I just didn't look. I mean, I would imagine that it's a licensed character because, you know, it's someone else's work. It's their creature creation, whatever. And then people are making their little versions of it. You like the look of the tie-dye better than the multi? See, now you're making me curious, Lorraine. Let's see, you are not a big FedEx fan either. No, they, like, I don't know. Like, I was supposed to get one delivery today and one tomorrow, and I don't think I'm getting either one today or tomorrow. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It says one box is in North Carolina and one's in South Carolina. So, I don't expect it till probably Monday now. Good thing I have 2 more weeks before the next market. I mean, really, the only thing I absolutely need that's in the boxes, like right now, would need, is the blue for stitch. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Don't do it, no peek. No peek what? What you talking about? Mary? Oh, looking at the chenille or the tie-dye yarn? Yeah, maybe next time. I've been real good about not looking at that. But I will say, when I went to order the blue yarn so that I could make stitch, I saw this other yarn. I think it's called Speckles. And it was on sale for $4 a skein. And it's a 7 weight. And I was like, oh, those are pretty. So I put a few in my cart. And then when I saw my total, I took them out of my cart. Then I watched a couple of videos and saw some people that used it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so pretty. So I went back and did the second order and spent more than I would have the first time. Let's see. Our FedEx pretends to try and deliver packages, but walks up to the gates with the pre-filled out "sorry we missed you" form. And what is the point of doing that? I mean, oops, I got to feed this one through. That is, like, stupid. No, not the tie-dye, the Parfait Speckles. Hi, Marilyn. Hi, Trish. I am just making turtle feet, turtle legs. That way they're ready. And then I have to hide them from Toby because he's been a bad boy this week. Yesterday, he ran off with the Laboo ear. And today, he ran off with a turtle flipper. I'm like, to the part of putting it together, and I'm like, where's my other flipper? He ran off with it. So, he's in the doghouse with me. Nikki's actually in the other room right over here in my desk chair, hogging my spot. But I don't need it at the moment, so. Okay, so that is that color. Hi, Debbie. I've had where the mail doesn't like leave a slip saying anything, but if you check the tracking on the website, it'll say they didn't have access, and it's like, Bullcrap, you have access all the time. The mailbox is right there by the street. Did he put them in the water bowl? No, he did not, thank goodness. He did take, I found the Lafufu ear out on the living room floor. Or Lafufu, yeah, Laboo, whatever. It is a fake, so it's a Lafufu. Found that out in the living room, and then when I was looking for the turtle flipper, I'm like looking everywhere, and he took it into an empty box that he's made his cat cave. Well, congratulations, Trish. I just made a sunflower turtle today, too. What colors am I using for my stitch? I am going to be using denim. I just don't have enough to make one. And light blue. So I did one out of a darker blue, and it just doesn't look right to me. Robin, sounds like you're talking dirty. What did I say? Fuzzy Butt used to steal items and drop them in the water bowl. Missed that cat. You know what? Toby usually does try to drown them in the water bowl. So I got lucky. See, how many of you think Robin should have a Toby minute on every video, like Adventures of Toby? Mary, are you being a troublemaker again? He doesn't always cooperate. He used to like to jump up here and get all up in the camera, and he doesn't do that much anymore. He just does not cooperate. You never heard what called what before? Toby will steal whatever he can get in his little mouth. What do you think is your best-selling items at market? Well, that's hard to say because I have so many different one-offs. But out of the smaller items that I do make duplicates out of, I would say it's a toss-up between the car swings, Myrtle the turtle, and the chicks and eggs. Those are usually pretty close. So probably the car swings, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, Toby likes to do that. At least he doesn't put his butt in the camera. To make off with huge yarn skein that was bigger than her once. Oh, yeah. A blooper reel with Toby at the end of every video would be cool. He doesn't always give me bloopers. Foo-foo means a whole different thing in the UK. Oh, okay. Don't tell me. Keep it clean. How long did it take you to make the Laboo? I don't know. I was in like no rush doing it, and I was binge watching Handmaid's Tale. And I'd say it's, if I was just sitting there making it and not, you know, getting distracted by the TV or Toby, 4, 5, 6, 7, I would guess about an hour. Don't tell it. Don't tell her. Don't tell her. Oh, hi Susan. You wanna do a turtle and an axolotl? I have done a bird and a frog. Okay. Do turtle first. They're more cute. You wanted to let you know that your dumpster fire I made too was the first item to sell at your last market. Nice. Nice. I haven't made any of those in a while and I need to. I have a feeling this market I go to, they would sell there. What's that? Please tell me Handmaid's Tale did not end with the last episode. I think that was the last one, and it's a crappy ending, Sue. I did not like that ending. Don't tell anybody because we don't want any spoilers. Have you thought about putting some chickens and 3D eggs? You would be asking Heather that. Yes, you are. Let's see. Oh yeah, they do like that. I think the little sign is actually what sells them. You haven't watched the last season? Yeah, unfortunately, I think that last one is the way they're going to end it. I don't like it either, Sue. It was not a good ending. Not in my opinion. Not the way I would have ended it if I was one of the writers. Your area is on a dragon run? Well, there's nothing wrong with the dragons except they take a lot of work. Maybe they'll make a TV movie? For Handmaid's Tale? I'm not sure that Hulu would let go of those rights. There is a sequel to Handmaid's Tale. The one where they do the Aunt Lydia thing? I don't like her. Let's see, maybe they will. No. Yep, we just had the last episode of season 6. I think that's it. Don't tell anybody what it is because not everybody's watched it yet. What turtle am I doing and that you were making the flippers that way? I'm doing Myrtle the turtle, but when I did Mathilda, they did this little extra thing, and when they hang out of the turtle, I don't know, they look more realistic. So I just turn and add 3 stitches when I close it up. But then when I do the other side, I feed the yarn through the middle so that the nice pretty ridge will be on the same side. Just have to be careful which one I'm on. Well, thank you, Diane. Yeah, there's no excuse for the way that character was. 6. When you watch Sunday's video, Heather, I'll show a couple of the turtles that I did like that, adding the extra to the flipper, and you'll be able to see the difference. I'm not going to show it tonight because that means I have to get up and go dig through that tote that's behind the camera, and I don't want to. I think it's June and Serena, the sequel. on Hulu, but we don't have it here. Really? I don't think we have it here either. I haven't heard of that. Serena's not a good character either. Sue, if you find anything, let me know. Okay, so we have one. Let's see, making a wine glass plushie in acrylic yarn. It is what they call flat crochet. So you're not doing it in the round. Let's see. You found that cow pattern. Oh, that one? I have said so many times who that cow pattern is by. I put the cow on vacation because I got tired of answering that question. I mean, it's listed in so many videos. I just kind of, unfortunately, a lot of times ignore the question now because it's like, I'm over the cow. I tried to make it go away, but everybody wanted the cow back, so I had to put the cow back on the shelf. I am using a 6mm hook. These are the Clover or more. Well, I could have something better than the pony sitting there. The pony just happened to be handy. So when you sew them on, Dee, do you just use regular needle and thread? Oh, no, don't worry, Sandra. It's just one of those things that Cal's been like part of the picture for, oh gosh, a good year now. So you can only imagine I've gotten a lot of people ask about it. What? Put your magnificent dragon there. I sold my magnificent dragon. And if you're talking about the last one that I made, that's sitting over here, it won't fit on that little shelf. Oh, you're asking how we do them. I've been just putting hot glue on it, although I have considered going back with needle and thread and doing around the edges. So I forget who it is that I see on Instagram. She makes a bunch of Pokemon. She's like gonna make all 150 or the first 150 or something like that. And she sews them. You can see the stitches around the edges where she sews it. And it looks like regular needle and thread. But I do just use hot glue. Gorilla Glue hot glue. Yeah, unfortunately, this cow has a story. The pattern doesn't tell you when and where to put the eyes in until it's way too late. And I think they glue them on, and that's what I tried to do. And it didn't work right, but now I can't get them out without messing up the whole cow, so it just sits there with messed up eyes. Make a Toby and put it there. I can just put a real Toby there. If he'd stay, I doubt it. It feels very warm in here tonight. Two, three, four, five, six. Yours has embroidered eyes for that same reason. At the time when I made that, that one was like a big challenge for me because I was still fairly new to doing the plushies. And I wouldn't have even dared to try and do embroidered eyes then. I have not had the hot glue melt the chenille. Haven't had an issue with it at all. Other than don't drop the eye. Make sure you have it where you want it, because once it's glued, it's glued. And then fabric glue is just as messy to work with as the hot glue, except you don't get the little stringies from it. You had some colorful words when looking at my stuffed eyeless cow. Was it the same pattern? I thought maybe it was just me at first because I was like fairly new at doing these. And no, one day I will attempt to do it again, but I have to like figure out where it's going to go so that I know to put the eyes in. Because I'm not gluing them again. I'm not doing that. If I'm going to do all that work, I want it to be right and not messed up. So I got the email from the market coordinator asking if I want to go ahead and sign up for the rest of the scheduled dates this year, because I'm down through July. 2, 3, 4. August, the first one's on my birthday. And then, so they have 2 in August, 2 in September, 2 in October, 1 in November, and 1 in December. Because of the way the dates fall, the second ones hit the holidays. So that's kind of stinky that the good months, they just have 1, 4, 5, 6. So it's going to have to be a good one. But so I told them, yes, please, sign me up, because all their spots are sold out. You know, I got to hold my spot. Let's see, everything's backwards looking at you today. You're not left-handed. No, I am not left-handed. It only does this on a live. The camera is set up the exact same way I do when I record a regular video. It only does it on the live. And I've tried messing with the settings. I can't figure out how to make it not do that. Let's see. What are the buttons you've mentioned lately? They are they're a pin back button, kind of like the political pins that you see people wear during election season. But I don't do election or political pins. The bulk of my business was gender reveal parties. And COVID tanked it. It never came back. It just never came back. And not to mention, you know, every product has a life cycle. It could have run its course and just is going away from popularity like it was. So, I don't know. I just figured it was more of a hassle than it was worth it for what I had to do with it. So I just, when I had to shut it down for the hurricane, I just didn't turn it back on. I'd rather do this anyways. So. "1:45 a.m. You're falling asleep." All right. Good night, Joan. Sleep well. Yeah, no, it's backwards. It's weird. I don't know how to fix it. Yes, you're right, Heather. I really, after 12 years of doing that, I didn't really like doing that anymore. So it didn't hurt my feelings not to turn it back on. Although, I used to make really good money with it. 9 sterling for the Omni, 19, let's see. "I'd like you to make me a button that says my name is Mary. I'm a crochet addict. I would never," you would wear it at the market. Mary, if I made you a button that said you were an addict to anything, it would be yarn shopping. Because you can't control yourself. So you were wondering how much you sell your ballerina mouse for. That depends. On what yarn I make it out of. If I use like this kind, did I do that right? Yes, I got it right. If I do like this kind of yarn, it comes out bigger, so it gets a bigger price, but I wouldn't go any less than $20. Maybe calling people tonight. Oh. Oh, yeah. The intervention call. I don't know. I'd say somewhere between 20 and 30, but I'm not a good person to ask because I'm told that I don't charge enough. But I charge what I think is fair for what I've made. So you're not a fan of Wooble's yarn, but have you seen their Yarn Addict commercial? It's hilarious. I have not seen the commercial, and I've never used their yarn, so I have no opinion on that one. Thank you, Kathy. You want a sign behind me saying I'm in my yarn gobbling corner? Yarn gobbling corner. Well, you can't really say we're addicts because here's the problem. You have all this yarn and you get a new pattern and now you don't have the right yarn for it. So you have to get more. And then it happens again and it happens again. And then the next thing you know, the whole room is wall-to-wall yarn. And it's not our fault. It's the pattern writers. We are going to blame them. I am a pattern addict too, Misty. Yes, I will admit it. You got 3 orders from one family? That's cool. You're like a little goblin with lots of yarn around you sitting in the corner. Well, I think last time we were talking about getting me a she shed, but I need it climate controlled because if I have to hang out in a she shed, I want AC. I'm not a yarn addict. I just never have the right color. Right? Right? Or texture. Well, if we were just collectors, Carla, we wouldn't use it. Right, Mary. See, she says, we are yarn addicts. We keep using 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Oh, absolutely. Like, if I can't have AC, I don't even mind not having the heat, but I got to have AC. I would rather be cold than hot. Oh, no. You need to give him a YouTube tour of all the different people showing off their yarn rooms, their yarn hauls, the yarn stashes. Yeah, you are not the only one with a big yarn stash. I don't have the patience for cross stitch. It takes too long. Although I love how it looks, it just takes too long. And then if you mess up on one little thing, it throws the whole thing off. You got like $400 of blanket yarn. It was 22 skeins of 300-gram balls went to make something, and like you wouldn't believe, but I need more. It's the color, and then like I still have not been able to find Bernat Baby in white. Now, granted, I have not gone to a lot of places, but the places that I have been at, they do not have it. I even stopped last Friday night on my way home from the market, stopped at Walmart, ran in to see if they had some, and they didn't. I'm like, ugh, they had no white. Florida's miserable in the summer. But I think it's more the humidity than the heat. What is Sue at again? Sue is at it again. Did I miss something? You have no comment on yarn addiction. I went to Hobby Lobby today. Uh-oh, Sue. Well, you couldn't have been looking for blanket yarn in Hobby Lobby because they don't have that big of a selection. So you must have been looking for some fur or some acrylic or some cotton. But you do have a lot of yarn all over your house. Dry heat in Arizona isn't any better than the Florida with the humidity. I don't know, that humidity, man, it takes your breath away. You take one step outside and whew, that's it. And then if you spent the time to do your hair, it's all over with in 10 seconds walking outside. It's like, don't even bother. Just clip it up and be done with it. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're probably looking for the terracotta in Sweet Snuggles or the Home Slim, whichever one it is. I bet you the dry heat over 100 will do that too. Christmas pickle yarn. Yes, for fur yarn and scrubby yarn. Oh, and felt for the eyes. This or this. One of these two might be good for your hot dogs. Like this one is caramel. It's really brown. And this one is rust. This one is probably closest to the terracotta in the Sweet Snuggles, you know, color-wise. But they have good browns in the brights. I think they do. I only have Walmart too that's close unless I want to drive 45 minutes to an hour. And no, I don't. And my Walmart has nothing. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Yep. There are just so many nice patterns on YouTube and yarn sites out there that some evenings I go so far down the rabbit hole that I don't even have time to crochet. I've done that too. I have definitely done that too. It's like, oh, look at this one. Oh, look at, oh, yeah, no. That happens to me a lot. Especially if I'm just trying to look for something different. Let's see, single increase, single increase, single. I cannot talk and crochet at the same time. Where is the best place to order yarn? Not Amazon. Yeah, Amazon is not a good place to order yarn. What kind of yarn are you looking for? Like what I'm using, I get from Premier. You could also get it from Hirschner's. Hirschner's has a bigger variety of brands. Like Premier only carries Premier, but Hirschner's has Premier, and they have some Bernat, and I just don't like ordering the Bernat online. I want to feel it. June 11th through the 15th, Hirschner's has their in-person warehouse sale. Yeah, but then I'd have to pay for a plane ticket. And I'm not flying in U.S. skies right now. Buy some nail varnish remover, use the brush, makes it easier and cleans the brush. Okay. You're crocheting a blue chicken. What about, yep, still doing a big one. Okay. Hirschner's needs to have pre-shipping just to compete. Their shipping's outrageous. You've never tried Premier yarns, but you'll make it look so tempting. I like it. Parfait Chunky will make your stuff come out real small because they say it's a 6, but it's probably a 5, maybe even a 4 weight. It's very thin. This I just recently tried, probably around the beginning of the year, and I like it. Every now and then you get a stiff skein, but for the most part it's really soft. And it's definitely thicker than the Parfait Chunky. But I still like the Parfait Chunky too, because it feels so silky smooth going across your fingers when you're working with it. Feels really nice. So on those days when I need to give my hands a break, that's what I'll use. One, two, three. I tried, someone sent me a thing of some Soho Squishy to try, and it's like working with the Parfait Chunky or the Toucan or any of those, you know, still doesn't frog well, but it was all right to work with. And they actually do tell you it's a 5, and it's like the same size as the Parfait Chunky. I think I just saw that iTool advertised, I think, on Etsy. The same people that make the snapper thing, or it looks, yeah, it looks weird. Bye, Fuzzy Butt. But yeah, something neat for those big sinker eyes. Oh my goodness. Where do you get your shelves? I need some. These shelves? Or these shelves? Okay, now we need the 2 little feet. Hi, Jessica. It's in Wisconsin. Yeah, definitely not. What yarn do you use? I used the Chenille Basics Brights. Premier Basics Chenille Brights. I know that's backwards for you because I can read it. 1, 2, 3. But yeah, using the chenille brights, it turned out a nice size. I think from the tip of his toe to the top of the bunny ears, it was 10 inches tall for me with my tension. So Parfait Chunky, I'd be lucky if I got 6 to 7 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're doing a small one. Cocoa Bean Crochet is here. Do I know Cocoa Bean Crochet? Me either, Misty. I can't follow it either. That's why I keep frogging out my little flipper and having to start over. Let's see. Oh no, first time catching a stream. It's 1 a.m. here. Hirschner's a few times a year, never make it when they have their big sale. My birthday was on the 28th. My husband and kids gave me money, and I got a lot of yarn, patterns, and glitter to make eyes with. Nice, nice. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Woohoo, my count's right. That's why you're working. Yeah, doing something flat where it's just rows of the same stitch on repeat. That's the way to go when you're doing a live or watching a live or something like that. When you have to count and keep track, forget it. But I need to get my turtles done so I can do something fun again. Let's see. So this way I get to kill two birds with one stone. I get to chat with you guys and at least get part of it done. But then later on I won't be able to work on them tonight because I have to pound the eyes in the head. And once everybody goes to bed, I could do it, but I won't do it because I don't want to be rude. So that I'll have to wait till tomorrow. But I will have a head start getting this done. You don't have a jean color blue. I have a very dark blue or a light blue. I have done it with both. And I've done it other than blue as well. I've done sage green. I've done this blue. I've done the dark, almost like a navy blue. I've done the light blue. They all look good. I've done mystical too. I think the sage green was like my favorite one. It looks good with those neutral colors. One, two, three, four, five, six. You just got the pattern today and you have a request order form. Nice. The mouse. What turtle pattern am I using? I am making the little flippers for Myrtle the turtle, but I've kind of changed up the flipper a little bit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And this will be the 12. I am adding 3 stitches to it so that when it's attached to the body, it looks more normal, like a real flipper. See, now I don't look at that as being late. If we're still here, you're not late. 1, 2. So you just did the dumpster fire. I need to make some of those. I haven't made any in a while. They sell good. Every time I make a dumpster fire, they sell. I sold out and just didn't get around to make another one. There's so many patterns. So many patterns, so little time. Okay, so that's the little back flipper. You find it hard trying to think of things to make for fall markets when we're just entering summer. Yeah. Favorite pattern for me is making bacon. It makes your grandkids giggle. What you gonna steal this part? I stole it from the Matilda the turtle pattern. I just liked how it looked. That's probably the only thing I liked about that pattern. And I just thought it looks cool. So I tested it out and it looks nice. You've been making the possum. See, possums don't sell good for me. How long does it take to crochet a dumpster fire? I want to try it. Well, it kind of depends on how fast you crochet. I don't know, it probably takes me less than an hour, right around an hour. And of course, the more you make them, the easier it gets. The worst part is making the flames. So I have one more color here to make the turtle feet out of that I have picked out for variegated. Then I need to do some solid colors. Not everybody likes variegated. Oh, you know what? I'd tell the housework to hang up. I don't like housework. Sandra thinks of Christmas year-round. I don't, because that means I have to spend money. No, it wouldn't take you 4 days, Nick. Yes, with the puff stitch in it. These are too small, though. I mean, that would swallow that up. If you want decoration on these things, you just, you know, do some top stitching. But yeah, I like how they did those things in it, too. But they're just, these are too small. Make sure you have Robin's pattern for dumpster fire. You're working on my axolotl. I need to make, I have a couple of those I have to make. I'm down to 2, and I think they're both different shades of purple. Oh, you have to clean out the fridge? Ooh. Anytime I do that, then someone goes right behind me and spills something. Never fails. It's kind of like mopping the floor. Somebody drops something. Never fails. Let's see, let us know if it works. I've got a few, but don't work on the larger eyes. Oh, you're talking about the eye tool. Yeah, mine doesn't work on the larger eyes either. 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm actually excited to get that Parfait Speckles yarn in. I mean, it's a 7 weight, and I'll have to probably use a really big hook on it. I don't know. I haven't seen it in person yet, but the videos that I saw, that people that used it, I'm like, that is so pretty. I cannot wait to get it. And then, of course, I had to order some solids to go with it. So that's why the bill got so high. To fancy up my sea turtles, I crochet the circle in half with the shell colors so it's outlined. Crochet the circle in half with the shell color. I'm not sure I understand. You're talking about the little, like the border around the shell? Why am I doing this? Ugh, I'm messing up. I would rather myself clean the fridge and the bathroom than do laundry or wash dishes. Those are the two biggest thankless jobs of housework. It's kind of like making the bed in the morning. Why bother? Because you're just going to mess it up when you get back in bed. How I make the, you want to know how I make the feet on the axolotl? You mean the leggy feet? Well, if you're, Shauna, if you're talking about giving the axolotl a leggy feet, wherever the pattern called for a bobble, I would just do the chain. It's been a while, I don't remember how many I chained. I don't know, like 7 or 8, and then can't get in, my stitch here is too tight. Urgh. And then, you know, like the leggy frogs. You make the chain and then you come back and then slip stitch and then chain 3 or 2 or however many you do and slip stitch in the same spot. She's got 2. Well, hi, J&A Hopeful Acres. You know what they say, though, like, no outfit is complete without cat hair. So no piece of furniture is good without cat hair. Let's see, you had, when you crochet the last round in Flipper, by crocheting it together, you use the shot. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that would definitely fancy them up a little bit. Hi, Jansky. No, I'm not going to mute you. How do you keep your floors clean with all that fur? You sweep and vacuum a lot. That's all you can do. And yeah, ever since our dog passed away, we just have the 2 cats now. And I swear I still sweep up just as much hair as I did before. I don't know where it all, it's like, how are they not bald? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it. I do not know how they are not bald. Fur glitter? Yep. 2. You're back from dinner. What did you have for dinner, Jill? I'm hungry. One. Specialty fibers. There you go. That's a good one. Two. Hot dish pizza? We had pizza last night. I don't want pizza. The running joke in this house is the dogs shed so bad that their hair sometimes looks like dust bunnies have bred. Well, yes. They're multiplying. You guys heard about my yarn bomb the other day? The yarn fluff that wasn't yarn. Oh my gosh. I am so glad I didn't try and pick that up. Sloppy joes are yummy. Put some mayonnaise on the bun. Makes it like the best. Get a spider catcher. Oh my gosh. That was, I've never seen a spider that looks like that though. It had like real thick legs, and it was a dark brown color, and it was really hairy. And it looked like a piece of yarn, but for some reason, it also looked like a spider. So I was like, I am not touching that. So I hollered for Jenna's boyfriend, and he come in, and he's like, well, I don't know. I'm not going to put my hand down there and find out. And he just stepped on it, and he's like, yep, it's a spider. Wolf spider? Oh my gosh. Oh, spiders. No, 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 no. You think? A wolf spider? I'll have to Google that. Because I just, no, I do not like them. Ostrich burgers? That sounds different. This plastic needle's garbage. Let's see. You like mayo on everything? Well, not everything, but it's really, really, really good on like pulled pork sandwiches, the sloppy joes. Don't cut that yet. It just like adds a tang to it. When I make meatloaf, I put it in there while it's cooking. Add the, stop it. Add the meatloaf to the, the mayonnaise to the ingredients. Go. Do they have brown recluse spiders here in Florida? They are big, hairy, and ew. We do, I believe, have brown recluse here, but I wouldn't know what one looked like. Now this was dark colored, like dark brown like this. That's why I was questioning, was it a spider or was it a piece of yarn? It was just the way it was shaped that made me not like try and pick it up and call for help. You're going to try chicken baked in mayonnaise and Parmesan. Oh, that sounds yummy. Coleslaw is delicious, and sloppy joes too. I'm not a coleslaw fan, Bonnie, but because of the mayonnaise, it's probably really good. I would probably agree with you on that. Got bit by a brown recluse while he was in the Marines in South Carolina. I think we end up getting that stuff because of things being shipped all over the place. So it might not be normal for your area, but you might get some because, you know, the lumberyard had something shipped in or whatever. Have I tried fish tacos? I have not. I am not a fish eater. Now, I do like shrimp, lobster, and crab, but regular fish, I am not a fish eater. Making the chicken with mayo, panko, and breadcrumbs is great. Oh, it was on the Hellman's container years ago. Oh, yeah. I do that too, Sue. I will pound them on the floor, make sure there's nothing in there. Oh, gosh, y'all are spider bites. 3, 4, 5, 6. No. It does sound weird, Jill. I agree. You use parsley sauce, and too depends on the fish. Ew. I'm not a fan if it tastes and smells fishy. You know, sometimes I like shrimp, but if it's got a real fishy taste to it, I won't eat it. It can't have that fishiness to it. Now, maybe if I got a lot of horseradish and ketchup, it can make a really spicy cocktail sauce. I would probably be able to. Hi, Denise. Nook hooks, duck heads, either flowers on top. I have not seen those. Have not seen the duck heads. So you don't use the tomato-based spice like in regular taco. All right, y'all are talking recipes now. Oh, no, we're not done yet. Yeah, I don't like snakes either, Heather. But I would rather come across the snake than the spider. Snakes don't scare me as bad as spiders do. Mangoes are a better subject. They are. Mangoes are a better subject, Mary. Okay, you guys, I am on my last little flipper. And then it'll be just, not tonight, but it'll be the heads and the bodies. They'll go quick. Myrtle's a fast turtle. Ooh, that rhymes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I am making the legs to Myrtle the turtle. Because I can't count or talk and crochet at the same time, and I lose count all the time. This was like one of the easiest things I can think of. 6, 7, 8, and not get too lost in it and still be making progress on getting my bread and butter items made. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. One more. And there we go. Don't ask me, I said the same thing. You have the palm tree removed, Sue? Or the snake? You're going to say goodnight. It's one. Oh, well, good night, Dee. Sleep well. She was a good size. I had to remove her. My idiot boyfriend at the same time was an idiot, and we lost heat one winter. It was too afraid she would die. I'm not sure what you're talking about there, Heather. Sago palm, not good for dogs. You miss having guinea pigs? Yeah, not much of a rodent fan. Although, now that we don't have the dog running around out in the yard, we do get lots of wild bunnies and stuff in the yard. They're kind of fun to watch. That's about it. The bunnies and then the chickens and... Okay. So we have made 16 turtle eggs. Have I been sewing much? No, I haven't. Because I got all those new crochet patterns. I had to play with those, and I still have some more to play with, but I had to spend a day working on the bread and butter items before I play some more with those. I do have one more tote bag that I need to make that's ordered. And then I need to make a decision on what it is I want to make. Yeah, Myrtle the Turtle is by Chastity Ann Designs. And it is an Etsy pattern. But she doesn't put Myrtle the Turtle in the title. So that a lot of people get lost trying to find it because it doesn't say Myrtle the Turtle in the title of the listing. The picture is a small turtle that is tan and a green color like this. I think Heather's getting the link so she can put it in the chat. Had one male neutered with a handful of females. He would just rumble by them and popcorn away. Oh my goodness. Have you or would you do a tour of your craft room? Of this room? Not in the condition that it is in right now. I would be embarrassed. It's too long, it won't let you. Well, how rude. Actually, Heather, if you go over there and in the search bar where it shows, you go to the page and it's in the search bar, if you only copy and paste over to the end of the numbers, it'll let you link it. You don't need all the other garbage on it. Just take it all the way over to the end of the numbers. Lorraine, I saw her post out on Instagram. She's having to move and she's put her stuff on sale to try and raise some extra money. She's got some cute ones, but most of hers, it's a lot of sewing. Now, Myrtle, there is no sewing, so that's nice. I mean, other than weaving in your ends and stuff. Let's see if she can do that. Is she the one who has the Snow White patterns? There it is. I'm not sure if it's if she has Snow White. I know she has the Sanderson sisters. So if you click on that link, let's see. Takes you right to it. Works perfect, Heather. You did a good job. I think it's a fun turtle pattern. It's quick. It's not real big. I don't know. It's just easy to do. Let's see. I've been searching for, or they can buy Robin's patterns. She has some great ones. Let's see. How do you attach keychains to your plushies? I sew them on. I just like the tail, when you weave in the end, I'd leave it long and then just sew it around the jump ring. But I go through quite a few times so that it's thick. Let's see, how do you attach the keychains to your plushies? Lobster claw or keychain ring? If you have the those plastic ones that comes with the ball chain, you just feed the ball chain through. I think it's the same lady with Snow White and the Seven Dwarf. Her patterns are 19. Ooh, yeah, that is expensive. Well, hello, Jean from Ireland. So, it is 8:37, you guys. We've been on here an hour and 37 minutes, and I have made all of these turtle feet that we have to hide from Toby so that he doesn't steal them and bury them. But we're going to go so we can have some dinner and put this stuff away and hide the feet. At least stick them in a plastic bag. What do I smell? Somebody's cooking. Time for bed. Can't keep my eyes open. Well, good night, Shauna. What's that? Tell John hi for me. I will. Good night, Nick. Good night, everybody. We'll see you next time.